In Dubai's Rasal Corps region, an innovative development called Meydan City is now being built. The project was introduced throughout the weekend of the 2007 Dubai World Cup on a roughly 15 million square foot land area. The final development will cover more than 40 million square feet. This equates to 3,700,000 square meters of gross floor area, or 1,400 square meters, with the Meydan Racecourse opening on March 27, 2010. In this video, we'll discuss why Dubai's $30 billion city was abandoned. But before that, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for more amazing content. Let's start the video now without further delay. Planning. According to the Maidan Group, the planned Meydan City Mall will set a new bar for international retail and leisure experiences. The much-anticipated Meydan City mega development, which was unveiled in August 2015 by Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President as well as Prime Minister of the ruler of Dubai, will be centered on the Meydan City Mall, which will cover more than 30,000 square meters of interior and exterior multi-purpose storage space and include 2 enormous department stores and an 11,200 square meter hypermarket, in order to give visitors, investors, and stakeholders a glimpse into what will be generated by revealing the revamped Meydan City Mall branding, logo, and visual identity. The Meydan Group constructed an interactive experience booth at Cityscape Global this week. The 792 square meter exhibition space is Meydan's most advanced and technically complex design date. It will be on show until September 8th in the Sheikh Zayed halls of the Dubai World Trade Center, Cityscape Global Expo. The exhibit, one of the most well-known at this year's Cityscape Global Expo, uses virtual reality to give visitors a real idea of what Meydan City Mall would look like in the future. At Cityscape, a sample model of the mall's distinctive retractable roof is on display to give visitors an idea of the new technology used and the impact it will have on their potential Dubai shopping experience. This roof can also be accessed in colder winter months to establish an alfresco retail and restaurant experience unlike any other area. The 25,000 square meter indoor multi-purpose sports facility will be located exclusively within Meydan City Mall and include regulation-size playing fields and courts for football, soccer, squash, volleyball, racquetball, paddleball, table tennis, ping pong, indoor cricket, kickboxing, boxing, jogging, softball, baseball, a batting cage, and a golf driving range, in addition to the world's longest ski slope, which is 1 kilometer long. The outdoor sports options will include football fields, mountain biking trails, jogging and running paths, a skateboard park, and a BMX park. The mall will also have a 400-meter-long Grand Canyon that is surrounded by a variety of flagship luxury stores, a 20-screen movie theater, a food court with an additional 20 shops, and a 20-screen movie theater. There will be about 120 parking spaces available. One of the mall's main draws will be the largest dancing water fountain in the world, measuring 400 meters in length and 100 meters in height. Chairperson Saeed Jumaid Altars, Dubai is known for creating and destroying world records, setting new benchmarks, and providing once-in-a-lifetime experiences. With our concept for Made and One, we worked hard to combine all the benefits of a shopping and commercial experience in one location, making it the top tourist destination in the Middle East and the United Arab Emirates. The installation of the grandstand in 2010 served to underline the group's involvement in the creation of the Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Metropolis, particularly District 1, a collection of upscale residences in the center of modern Dubai. Dedication. The company's dedication to assisting in the establishment of appealing, family-oriented housing and lifestyle developments will come to an end with the completion of Meydan 1. The annual Cityscape property exhibition in the Gulf Emirate opened on Tuesday. Developers forecast a 15% drop in prices this year, but they are confident that there won't be a return to the days when big projects were abandoned halfway through. Several corporations unveiled scale models of planned structures, large villa compounds, and recreational centers, as well as a new internal ski slope. According to economists, property values have started to drop after rising sharply in the previous 2 years, after losing half of their value during the global financial crisis of 2008. The entire market was jolted when Dubai hinted that it would default on large debts accumulated as a result of taking on significant debt to pay for the grandiose projects. Robustness. Because of the robust business, tourism and transportation sectors, the economy has finally stabilized. According to Craig Blum, Director of Research for the Middle East and North Africa at Chicago-based Jonas Lang LaSalle, home prices have fallen by 9 and 10% this year. We expect prices to continue falling throughout the rest of the year, he adds, adding that the reason for the decline is largely due to global events like falling oil prices and widespread concern over China's deteriorating economy. The residential market in Dubai is significantly impacted by global events because many of the buyers are foreign investors, according to Plum. The low mood is primarily caused by the price of oil. It kept tabs on stock prices and tipped housing market sentiment. Finance. In fact, the city-state, which is one of the region and one of the few to permit foreign freehold possession, is the largest in the region. It also includes the United Arab Emirates. According to Knight Frank, a London-based real estate company, the yearly decrease from January to June was roughly 12%. Plum forecasts that prices will continue to fall for another 12 months, with this year's decline being 15%. Another London-based company, Clutchins, forecast a 7% decline in villas sales in the second quarter of the year, following a decline in the first half. Signs of price relaxation have started to appear as a result of strict restrictions put in place by UAE financial institutions to prevent the emergence of a new bubble, such as mortgage caps. For the first purchase and the second, they specifically put a cap on the house finance at 75% and 60% respectively. Those who couldn't afford a down payment of 25% or more were compelled to close their doors. Plum expects that as a result, prices won't fall as sharply as they did during the crisis. The market is much more stable now, which is a sign of better regulation. Since more than 40,000 units have been announced for this year and more than 200 are anticipated to be produced by 2017, Cluttons said, "We are convinced that this market is strong given the $14 billion in record sales that Durham had in its first 6 months," according to Zayed Shahar, General Director of Dubai developer DMAC Properties. Economic boom. Shahar cited a burgeoning population, a solid economic boom, including an increase in visitors and contemporary infrastructure, as well as a consistent currency exchange and political stability, in contrast to a larger territory and instability. He remarked, pointing to scale models of numerous extravagant developments constructed, "We wouldn't even have disclosed these projects if we didn't know that this marketplace is solid and there is a very significant demand." And one of the structures on display at Cityscape is one which includes designs for the tallest residential tower at 711 meters. The Burj Khalifa, the tallest building in the world, is already located in Dubai and measures 829.8 meters. Dubai's current world record ski is likely to be broken by a 1.2-kilometer indoor slope at midnight. Dubai, where the slope is 400 meters. The owner of the World Islands and the Palm Jumeirah, Dubai's Nakio Properties, has made plans to increase the supply of housing in the Jebel Ali region by 100 units. The UAE is currently listed as the world's second-best residential investment destination, trailing only the United States, but yet another British real estate firm, Sevilla. The government indicated that Dubai's market has matured and that dropping prices are anticipated to rise again in mid-2016 as it planned to host the Expo 2020 trade fair. Enormous construction project. This is Meydan 1, Dubai's enormous construction project to create a brand new metropolis. One of Dubai's largest development projects in history was intended to be Meydan 1. This metropolis has it all, from the biggest indoor ski hill in the world to an enormous shopping mall, but the project is starting to disintegrate 6 years after it started. The state-owned developer has declared bankruptcy and lacks the funds to complete the project. What will happen with $4 billion in debt, and when will the largest project in Dubai see the light of day once more? In 2013, the idea of Meydan 1, which would be a brand new metropolis next to Dubai, with all the amenities of a typical city but of much greater size, was put out. The Maidan Group, a state-owned developer, was in charge of developing this project. The project, which has many various phases, is referred to as District 1 as a whole. Meydan Sopa, the project's residential development phase, is what is referred to as District 1's initial phase. This contains a sizable man-made lake that divides the villas and can fit kayaks and paddle boats. Meydan 1 Mall, one of Dubai's largest malls, will be built next to the villas and will include approximately 600 stores, 100 restaurants, and the largest ski slope in the world. This mall is amazing. The Meydan 1 Tower, which is slated to be the tallest residential tower in the world, will be built around the mall. it should come as no surprise that this project is enormous and doesn't even appear feasible. However, as we've seen with numerous other huge projects in the city, ideas like this genuinely do become a reality in a metropolis like Dubai. Dubai wanted the entire project to be finished by 2020, therefore all of these designs were finalized in 2015. With a very strict timetable, development continued when they were scheduled to host the World Expo. There was pressure to construct a complete metropolis in only 5 years. We may presume that the majority of this project will be finished eventually based on everything that is happening now with it and Dubai's history of tremendous developments. Projects like Meydan 1 Tower and the Maidan Arena, meanwhile, might not even make it out of the planning stage. Simply put, the project was so large that finishing it all wouldn't be practicable. But after everything we've seen in the film, we have to acknowledge how amazing this idea truly is, and we can only hope that part of it will ultimately become a reality. That's it, guys. Astonishingly, Dubai has intended to develop an entirely new city and turn it into a tourism destination for decades to come, even though things may not have turned out quite as planned. If you liked the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon. Leave a like, share it with your friends and families, and jot down your thoughts in the comment section below.